Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a look at our rather nasty winter week of weather here for the Arklatex, as we are looking at three potential disturbances which could leave behind a mess as soon as tomorrow night into Sunday. But the two main events will be late Sunday night, Monday, and then again Wednesday, the way things check out. And I'll show you all the latest on what we can expect from these disturbances coming up here in the next couple of minutes. You can see right now we do have a disturbance moving through the southwestern sections of the country. This is going to be swinging around, and there is some potential that we will see this drop some freezing rain on part of the area tomorrow night. So let's give you a look at, first of all, what we can expect from this as we go into the next couple of days. As tonight and tomorrow, basically dry. Thank goodness, as we are looking at a cloudy sky. Temperatures tonight likely will dip into the 20s area-wide, and highs tomorrow maybe in the mid to upper 30s across the area. So not much of a warm-up here during the next couple of days. And Futurecast showing, again, the clouds decreasing. We're going to stay cloudy here tomorrow, folks, the way it looks right now. And then going through tomorrow night, this is where we could see round one of some potential freezing rain. This is a look at Futurecast. Now, I will tell you that this is one of the more aggressive models that I've seen as far as this event. I do think it'll be quite a bit more scattered than what you're seeing here, and probably not quite as heavy, but there is some potential that we could see a good tenth of an inch of freezing rain in spots. A few isolated locations could see a quarter of an inch if it happens like this. Obviously, when we're talking about freezing rain, temperatures in the 20s, everything is going to freeze. So travel late Saturday night into Sunday, where we do get the freezing rain, could become somewhat hazardous. And again, it does appear as if it's going to be somewhat scattered in nature. Take Futurecast through the rest of Sunday, and it does still show some scattered areas of freezing rain, even into Sunday afternoon. But the main disturbance is off here to our west. You can see all the snow across Oklahoma and West Texas. That is going to be heading our way, heading into Sunday night and Monday. So here's a look at Futurecast and its depiction of what's going to happen here. You can see it does show the winter mix here, probably sleet and freezing rain as soon as Sunday evening. And then as we go into Monday morning, the intensity of that precipitation will increase, and then it changes to snow during the morning hours Monday. Probably will come to an end during the afternoon, Monday afternoon, and then we will see a cold night Monday night. And I'll have the latest on how much colder we're going to get here in a second as well. Before I talk about the overall look of things, let me show you, first of all, what Futurecast, I just showed you what Futurecast showed as far as the snow. This is what it's depicting here as far as snowfall potential, and it's very in line with the actual drawing that I made that I'll show you here in a second. It's showing southeast half the area where we get more of the mix of freezing rain and sleet, probably less than an inch. Shreveport, probably close to 2 inches, but 1 to as much as 3 possible. And again, northwestern part of the area, this first disturbance could leave behind 4-5 inches of snowfall. 8 may be a bit much, but nonetheless, you can clearly see from this that the snowfall will be heaviest over the northwest, and it will not accumulate as much because we'll get more sleet and freezing rain further to the south and east. That being said, let me show you again, this is basically a blend of all the models, and you can see that over the southeast part of the area, less than an inch of mainly sleet and freezing rain. That may not sound like much, but you saw what happened in Dallas yesterday. We're going to have some issues with that amount of precipitation. Again, sleet and snow adding up to around Shreveport. I wouldn't be shocked to see 3 inches here, to be honest with you. And again, 3 to 5 inches, probably closer to 5 the more northwest you go into the northwestern sections of the area. That is Monday, and that's just round 2. And it doesn't count, again, what happens tomorrow night. Now, keep in mind, during this whole time, temperatures are going to stay below freezing. So what happens tomorrow night is going to stick. This is going to be added to it, okay? And then we go to Monday night, and we see the coldest night in quite some time here. It's very unusual for us to dip into the single digits, and you can see we could approach 0 in Idabel, 8 in Texarkana, 10 in Shreveport, 11 for the low temperature in Natchitoches Tuesday morning. So again, since we're talking about temperatures here, we likely will go, it's very possible we could go from Saturday night into Thursday before temperatures climb above freezing. It is possible Tuesday, Wednesday, we might hit 33, 34. Obviously, that's not enough to really make a difference. So we're going to be looking at a good 4 or 5 days of sub-freezing temperatures straight in our area. So you may want to take the precautions to protect property from the issues that could cause. Let's move on to Wednesday. And again, well, let me go ahead and show you all these disturbances as they move through. Again, here is tonight's, or tomorrow night, I should say, and you can see this minor disturbance here, and you can see this one minor compared to this one, right? All right, so that pushes through. Here comes the one for Monday, sleet, snow, or mix, I should say, snow. It pushes on through, and then here comes Wednesdays, and Wednesdays of the three has the potential to produce the most precipitation. It could be the heaviest. You can see the scope of this upper level low, all right, and this will push on through, and it looks like we should see the snow sometime or the precipitation end sometime Wednesday night, and we should dry out Thursday, and then with this upper level ridge we finally warm up by next weekend, finally. All right, let's talk about what we can expect for Wednesday. And Wednesday is a big wild card here because there is some question. Models are split on exactly how cold we will be. One model is more snow, and it has a lot more than one that I'm showing you right here. Another model is mostly freezing rain. So what could happen is, worst case scenario for Shreveport is we get all freezing rain and we can get up to an inch. All right. On the best case scenario, it's all snow and we could be looking at 5-6 inches of additional snow. Okay. But this is what we're looking at. If you combine everything, again, we're probably looking at southeast part of the area. This is probably going to be mainly sleet and freezing rain, mainly ice, to be honest with you. We're probably going to have some power issues in these areas. Shreveport, this part of the region, again, mainly sleet and freezing rain. We'll know more about what and how much as we get closer to Wednesday, but we could add to it, again, the mix of snow and ice, 1 to 3 inches on top of what we had earlier, and then another 3 to 5 inches over the northern part of the area. It's very possible, and it's almost likely that some parts of the area could have 10 inches of accumulation of snow on the ground, especially up here in the northwestern sections of the area by Wednesday night. Okay, so that's what we're kind of looking at in terms of all this. To be honest with you, the amount that we get is not going to... the only difference it's going to make is the more we get, the longer it's going to take to get rid of it. And travel is going to be nasty, especially if we get that freezing rain tomorrow night. Travel is going to be horrible, basically from Sunday morning, probably into Friday. So make plans to prepare for that contingency as well. You probably won't want to get out for 3, 4, 5 days the way it checks out right now. So that's the look of again, easily the worst week since I've been doing winter weather. In the last 30 plus years of doing this is the worst week of winter weather that I have ever forecasted, especially for this area. So that being said, let's show you the picture of what it looks like in terms of temperatures and everything, and you can see that your 7-day forecast shows the cold was going to stick around. We'll be in the 30s tomorrow, probably upper 20s, lower 30s for Sunday. I have 31 for basically the high temperature Sunday. And notice, basically, as far as these highs, I'm going to change this to high for Thursday because travel is going to be horrible for Thursday, and it'll start to improve Friday. So what's going to be happening here is that we'll see highs, 20s and 30s through Thursday, and it's quite possible we could stay near or below freezing until Thursday. Once we get below freezing Saturday night, you can see that 10 for Monday. Notice the teens here for Thursday night. What's going to happen Thursday night is we clear out, and with the snow and ice on the ground, temperatures usually drop very easily when that snow is on and winter precipitation is on the ground. So we'll see the teens again for Thursday night. 44 for Friday. We'll be in the 50s next Saturday and probably in the 60s to close next weekend. So again, a rather nasty week of winter weather. I advise you to make preparations to get ready for, again, the potential for losing power, and again, get ready, the house ready for the cold. If you have some pipes exposed, make sure all the hoses are removed from their spigots. You may want to wrap those spigots up to protect them from the cold. Just do those things to prepare for the problems that the cold and the snow and the ice could present.